Hello everyone, welcome back to Vlogvember. Guys, we're real time now. I know none of you really care probably, but some of you do. I basically pre-filmed lots of Vlogvember content, so it was probably like 5, 6 days, 7 days old at most. Now I'm filming this on a Monday, and I think you're going to be seeing this tomorrow on a Tuesday. So we're real time, which I think is part of the joy of Vlogvember, where everything is so immediate and real, but that does mean, guys, that you see the mundane, but I know you're okay with that. Anyway, I have just had a Dunkin' coffee in the car and a chat with my mum, which is nice, and I'm now just on my way into town to do some editing and to go to the gym. But I'm actually going to attempt to film a bit more of my gym workout for you, because I know I haven't really shown you much. I might explain a bit as I go. It depends how brave I am in the gym, because, you know, it is a bit embarrassing talking to a camera. But then there are quite a few people that film their workouts in my gym, and they bring like tripods and everything, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. I just like prop my phone against my water bottle and have a little chit chat. This week I am majorly focusing on my health and fitness, because as you will know, I've spoken about, I've gotten a new coach, and this is my 4th week, I think. This week is my 5th week. It's the start of the week, so this is me starting week 5 with my coach. And whilst I've noticed an increase in muscle mass, the scale hasn't dropped, so I haven't lost any fat, which is the goal, which is fine. Obviously, in those weeks, I've been to Center Parcs on family holiday, where I was active, but I wasn't tracking calories. And last week, I'll be honest, was a tough week, so I've just not really tracked and eaten as healthily as I should, and I haven't done all my workouts. I mean, I did 4 workouts out of 5, but I didn't do all 5. Struggling at the minute, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow that to happen this week, because I tell you, it's when bad things happen in life that you're just like, to be honest, body goals are lowest of my priority, and I'm like, what's the point? What is the point in working out? What is the point in eating healthily? Whereas now I'm like, no, there is still a point in doing that, because you know what? It's just piling on top extra things that you feel bad about. So it's like, this bad thing is happening. Do I also want to be going, well as that, I'm miserable in the way that I look or the way that I feel in my body? And the same thing with, like, I did a clear out yesterday. I told you guys, if you haven't seen the video, go watch. Part of that is, you know, having a tidy house, tidy mind, because the last thing, on top of everything else, I want to be worrying about like a messy house or clutter. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, if I can get every other thing in my life up to a decent standard, all those niggly little things, that it should have all added together a bigger impact. So yeah, this week I'm like, no, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna power through. We're going to the theatre this week, which we'll see later on in the week. I'm very excited for that, and I'm going to the theatre on Monday as well. I'm so excited. So I haven't filmed my entire workout, but I just filmed this one superset, which a superset is when you do 2 exercises sort of back to back. And so this is called an agonist superset. So I did 8 reps of a squat, and this was also with a 4-second eccentric, I think it's called. So like the squat down, I'd take 4 seconds, nice and slow and controlled, and an explosive move upwards. So I did 8 sets of those, and then I moved on to, I think these are called like cyclist goblet squats. So I got a big thick weight, I stuck my heels up on it, and then I squatted down with a 14 kg dumbbell in my hands. Again, a 4-second decline all the way down and then explode up. And I did 10 reps of those. So after that, it was a full 2-minute rest, and then I did 4 sets of those. So I did that 4 times. So yeah, no wonder my legs hurt, because I also did another 2 different leg exercises like that, and then I did chest as well. Anyway, time to go home. Gym done. That was very good, although I can hardly walk right now. Very tough. But good news is it's nearly 1 o'clock, which means it's lunchtime, and I haven't had breakfast today, so I'm especially looking forward to lunch. I'm back from the gym, and it's time to update my vitamins, because I do them 14 days at a time. So I do this every 2 weeks. So I've already put in my Nordic, my Nordic supplements, my high grade omega-3 capsules. So they look like this, like big fish oil ones. I've already put in vitamin D, or D3. This is from Costco, 600 capsules, so it'll last you about 2 years. And vitamin D is especially important if you live in the UK, where we don't get enough sun in winter. So that's good. I've popped those in. What else have I got? Psyllium husk, so this is just fibre tablets, good to flush you out. I've got these, which are my multivitamins that I'm trying out at the moment. I'm actually only taking one of those a week. Because multivitamins have like so many different vitamins in here, vitamin A, C, D3, which I'm already taking, vitamin E, K2, zinc, magnesium, all of that. I feel like when I take it every day, when I got my blood test results back, I was listing quite high, like overly too high on certain vitamins. So now I just take a multivitamin once a week. And that's it. I'm also using this in a minute, which I got given by Sons. I've worked with Sons a few times. They do hair care products for men, and this is a multivitamin but hair care supplement. So all the vitamins in it are designed for hair growth and things like that. So as an aging man, I think I could take all the help I could get. So pop those in, and that is it. That just lives on the side. That's the next 2 weeks of vitamins done. Also, a letter came today to give me and Lucy permission from the bank to rent out our house again for another year. Because if you didn't know, if you are living in a house that you own and paying the mortgage, just in case you ever wanted to rent it out, you have to get permission from the bank. Because basically what you've got is a residential mortgage that says, I am going to be living in this house. If you want to rent a house out, you have to have a buy-to-let mortgage, which usually has a higher interest rate. But yeah, so if you have a residential mortgage and you've still got years left on the mortgage, you have to write to them and say, hello, I need to rent out my house. Please, can I do that? And then they say yes or no. Usually it's like always a yes. They always say yes because they just want you to be able to pay your mortgage. But yeah, it used to be free to be able to do it. And now, as of like last year, apparently we were like a month late in that. If we'd rented it out a month earlier, the interest rate wouldn't change. They now add 0.5% on top of your interest rate as a fee to rent out your home. It's ridiculous. Everyone's trying to make more money, aren't they? Everyone's getting away with charging more, except everyday working people. It's annoying, isn't it? Supermarkets are charging more. Gas stations, fuel stations are charging more. Banks are charging more. I'm not charging more. Whenever I work with brands, I'm not charging them anymore. Maybe I should. Right, I've just nipped to the shops to get a few last bits for dinner. I really can't be bothered cooking dinner tonight, and Keegan has his meal preps that he has for lunch. I have my frozen muscle food ones, and he makes his own chicken and roasted broccoli. So I was like, well, you have that. I'm gonna have a classic that I used to have when I was single, when I lived at home in London. Some of you guys might remember Heck chicken sausages and broccoli, tender stem broccoli. So I'm gonna have that. So I know that's boring to some people, but as I said at the start of this video, enough's enough. So I'm going for convenience, but I'm not going for junk food. I have got some Revels for Keegan because he requested them. He requested chocolate. He loves Revels. I'm not a big fan, I must say. If you don't know what Revels are, they're all chocolate. Some are plain chocolate, some is chocolate orange, some is toffee and chocolate, some are coffee and chocolate, and some are raisin and chocolate. And I just don't like the surprise. I like to know what I'm eating. I do like all of those flavors, but just not as a little, not as a surprise. So they're normally called Heck chicken sausages, but this is the Men's Health edition. So I imagine Men's Health are working with Heck, and to be a bit of a pun, they've called themselves Check. So I'm guessing it means check your balls. But the sky is looking very pretty tonight. I don't think it translates on camera, but it's only 5:15 and it's already so dark. It looks a lot lighter on camera than it is in real life. Here I am, what an evening. My chicken sausages, my broccoli with a bit of buffalo sauce on them. My candle lit from Joe. Thank you, Joe Malik, who sent this to my PO box. It smells divine. And how luxurious does it feel to have 3 weeks? Sorry, but love it. Pepsi Max. And then I'm about to finish off Married at First Sight from last week. We're into our last week now of Married at First Sight. 8 weeks of reality TV heaven. And then it will all be over and I'll need to find a new reality TV show to obsess over. Ava needs her eardrops doing. So that is another thing I've been meaning to do for the last couple of days. Ava, come on, darling. Come here. What's this? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. She's frozen to the spot. Come on. Come here. It'll be for the best, darling. It's for the best. It's for your ears.
What's going on?
I know, she's like a dog one day. You can go this way, I think. I know you hate it, but that's why.